Hey, so recently I participated in the Spanish Championships, and this is going to be my second tutorial about how I'm planning for the missions there. So this one is about the mission cleanse. Let's go. Now, cleanse, the Spanish Championship variant, has one objective in the center of each of the sectors. So you divide the table into quarters, into sectors, and then you have one objective in the center, dead center of each quarter. Um, and these objectives are not equally worth points. So the one in the enemy's deployment zone is worth 10 points. The one in your own deployment zone is worth 1, while the two neutral ones are worth 5 points. At the same time, you get 1 point per dice you kill. So, how can you plan and win this? Well, the parameters are there's no hidden deployment, there's no forward deployment, there's no preparatory bombardment, and there is no outflank. So basically everything on the table, and you know what you're gonna get, and you just exchange the shots, right? You can have 50% or more deployed. I don't see why you wouldn't deploy everything. You can have some reserves if you want to. Maybe there are some units that you want to have in reserve, like a Masuga team in a Jeep or whatever. For me, personally, I don't think it's necessary. I think everything goes onto the table unless I have a deployment zone where I'm very much in the open and everything will get shot to pieces. If that happens, I'll deal with it. Otherwise, if it's a normal table, I think just everything is going to deploy. And we have to remember there's a secondary objective that's worth 10 bonus kill points after the game has finished and winners have been determined. So it doesn't benefit you for the win of the game, but it is in the center of the board and it's worth taking for the tournament itself. So how to win? There are several ways you can win this. Like you can go and get the neutral objectives in the two neutral zones, but one of them is pretty close to my opponent's back line, which means that his reserves can come straight up and counter push where I'm pushing, which, yeah, that might be dangerous. You can also go and grab the enemy's objective, but that is very rarely seen that you can go all the way into an opponent's deployment zone and grab an objective there. I mean, that's where he has his whole army, right? So that doesn't happen much. You can try and deny the objectives by running contesting units up to the objectives, but that may not be possible. A clever enemy will block you off. Um, or you could like hold the objective in your own zone and take the neutral one in on your half of the table. That would give you 6 points, but that would also give the enemy 6 points. So that would get us to a draw. So I think the crucial one here is to play kill points. Kill points is what's going to shift this math around, right? Because it's possible, and for my lists especially, it's even safer in many respects to just play kill points. Because my armies are typically really good at killing enemy armies, so that might actually be a thing that I'm going to play kill points instead of just playing for objectives. Because yeah, this is like key positions, okay, but if I can play kill points at key positions and win by that, I'm ahead. So my plan is to have a central push and focus on kill points. What I want to find is a piece of line of sight blocking terrain very close to the center. Then I'll deploy my whole army in my own sector and then push that whole army towards that central line of sight blocking terrain so that I get a little bit of cover from his incoming HE and DACA and what have you, right? But once I'm there, right behind the center, behind that area terrain, from there I can reach out, grab the objectives on my own table half, like put out a few units of infantry, whatever. I might be able to send up fast racers towards his objectives and see if I can contest any of those. Um, and I can definitely play kill points from there, right? Because once I'm in the central location, I can decide where the battle is going to be fought. If he pushes against my neutral zone, I can pounce on him. If he pushes towards my deployment zone, I can pounce on him there. So I decide where the battle is fought, and my army is really good at that. So I think that is going to be my plan. Hopefully I win, As of recording this, I of course don't know because this is recorded before the tournament, but that is going to be the plan that I'm going to use. This has the added benefit of me being very close to the secondary objective, so it should be fairly easy if I place myself, like, imagine the center of the board is right here, and I place myself 4 inches, 6 inches behind that in a clump along the center line, like in a triangle towards the two objectives. Perfect placement. That should be able to get me the secondary objectives and the two in my zone. And if I have a a focused army, that should also give me the kill points. Yeah, that is going to be the plan. Thank you all for tuning in today. I'll talk to you next time. Cheers.